I used to think that, Trump and Biden and Obama were like Ralph and Sam. With the Mel Blanc, morning Ralph, morning Sam, the wolf and the sheepdog. But I don't think that's the case. No. Do you ever think about me? Do your friends still tell you what to do? Whenever the phone rings, do you wish it was me calling you? That song reminds me of the kids. I can't listen to it. It makes me cry. I can't listen to Jesse. It reminds me of Emily. Yeah. I sing Plissy and I cry. Yeah. Turn into a complete teenage chick. I'm thinking about it. Just thinking about it makes me cry. I'm getting like, yeah, seriously. And my eyes are getting, you know, Plissy, there's a hole in the bed by the shed with the door where the cat comes in and so does the skunk. I'm just being silly, but yeah, and I'm being silly and I got water in my eyes. Yeah, that's how much she's one of the sweetest, sweeted-hearted, tender-hearted people in the whole world. Kate. Emily. She's a drama queen. She's not necessarily a drama queen. She's just a very sensitive person. Like Steffi, I'm sensitive. I'm European. You don't want to piss him off, okay? Natalie learned that. Get this bitch off me. She was snatching her ball. That was one of the funniest things. Every time I think about it, it makes me laugh so hard. She put her feet on both shoulders and started snatching her ball. Natalie has that in her. Yeah, she got it from her mom and her grandma. But not Janice, Barbara. Yeah. No, Janice is a big, overweight, put down, made fun of sweetheart that when people make fun of you, she comes in and makes you drop biscuits and pigs in a blanket, and we'll just show that bitch is fucked up anyway. Well, she's going to make fun of us when we're fat, but yeah, at least we're enjoying getting fat. Right. She's a bitch. Yeah, she'll always be mean and bitchy. We could always use row and take a diet and hang out with Charles Barkley after but she'll still be a bitch, right? That was Janice, big sweetheart. Emily's biological grandma. After this, let's get some ice cream and put some chocolate syrup on it with some maraschino cherries. Yes, yes. Fuck Joe Mangiolio, whatever, Magic Mike. Fuck him. He's an asshole. Yeah, but chocolate sundaes, always right on time, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, right? Food can't hurt you until the end of life. Okay? It doesn't hurt you till the end of life. It's always good to you until you die from it. Okay. It's like the Brothers Johnson. I'll be good to you. Good. When you get your food, you go to Dairy Queen. A letter, message from you. Strawberry letter 22. I mean, that's what's that? Pulled pork sandwich, teriyaki chicken. Seems like you're ready. You got me twisted. You know what I'm saying? You need refuge somewhere. Right. And for most of us that are abused and being poisoned to death, that don't like alcohol and cigarettes, it's dark chocolate peanut butter Reese's, and I'm going to kill that fucker for putting that vending machine in this fucking office within 15 feet of me. That should be criminal. Well, if you forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace, you crave less foods to die because the environment isn't a killing field. No way, Yahweh. Okay, I'm the one like Yahweh. Listen to me. I'm more intelligent than the assholes that think they can explain this shit to you on Oprah. Okay, hey, Dr. Ross. Fuck you. Screw you, Ozzy. Okay. Here, bite the head off this bat. Right? So, I am Iron Man, propaganda for the working man. Hey, Stan, I call you Mortimer. I'm Family Guy, and I suck everywhere. Is that Patrick Stewart? Who the fuck would fight over vegan tacos? Everybody knows shredded beef is the best. New Mexico, yay, New Mexico. But taco is good too, yeah. I mean, taco chicken, yeah. Chicken tacos, yeah, chicken tacos are good. Guys, we have green chili here, but I like pollo with my green chili, and I like carne with my red. And they have red in Texas, but the Mexicans in Texas couldn't own cattle, so they had to put pollo in it. But everybody knows that pollo is better in green, and me and the girl talked about it. Everybody knows that pollo is better in green in New Mexico chili, and that carne, New Mexico cattle for Mexicans is better with red. Everybody know that. Don't lie. Shredded beef is better in red Texas red enchiladas, and chicken is better in New Mexico green. It's the truth. Amy's green enchiladas that Natalie used to make, they're the best. Yeah. So, it's cross-motionization. Viva la familia. And I was raised with those morons. I was taught to fight with all that bullshit. It's like, why are you fighting? Because over that girl with the flying, the pick, and the, someone you could do. Right? Okay. Respect a woman. That is the future mother of your children. She's not somebody, ciao, baby. She's not someone you can do. You meet a girl and you're having sex and you don't even know her last name or what her family's about. Then you get there and all of a sudden she's wearing Duke fucking t-shirts. And you showed up in your North Kakalaki. Oh, it's on. Go Wolfpack. Yeah, David Thompson forever, man. Okay, just Monty Toe. What was the big guy's name? Tom Burleson. That was his name. Yeah. They don't ever talk about that team. No. Baddest ass team, and one of the baddest ass teams in the history of college basketball. One of the most dominant basketball teams in all of college basketball. But all I talk about is propaganda for cancer on a game that shouldn't have been won because it was fixed by Las Vegas. They could have tried to fix the game with David Thompson and Burleson and Monty, and it wouldn't have happened. No, David Thompson was not going to be stopped. Okay, UCLA wasn't going to stop the pack that year. No. They had a 7'4" center. They had a 5'7" point guard. Okay, that was one of the coolest things. You had a 7'4" center and a 5'7" point guard. White guy, Monty Toe. Right. Real good distributor, real good ball handler, real good passer. Right. Terror when you tried to dribble. Hey, he's going to steal it. Well, of course, you can't even see him. He's hiding behind Tom Burleson. And then you had the best athlete in all of college basketball. One of Michael Jordan's favorite basketball players of all time. It's the truth. You'd have to be stupid. Walter Davis and David Thompson, I was the same way. I was just like Michael Jordan. I loved the Greyhound and I loved the Skywalker. Yeah. One was from just near where Gardner-Webb University is in Carolina. Little bitty country. Walter, where's Walter from? Near Charlotte? I don't know. Guess. No. Wasn't James Worthy and Sleepy Floyd both from Gastonia? I don't know. I can't remember. I know that Bowling Creek or whatever, that David from around there, where Gardner-Webb University is, the Bulldogs. But he ended up going to one of the big state colleges because he was very good. And you're going to go play for one of the big money makers because they're going to come to your house and say, we will get your dad a job and we will get you blowjobs from blonde girls. Get out of here. No way. You know that would have got me killed in the 50s. And the 70s, it gets you the topic of a Spike Lee movie. Zang. All right. Hey, Charles Barkley, he knows all about it. Right? Order a pizza. Okay. Fold it in half and eat it like it's a calzone. I used to do that when I was a kid, too. I was going to run it off the next day. Used to make girls so mad. You're 145 pounds. Yeah. You just ordered a light pizza, folded it in half and ate it like it was a calzone. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to have a pitcher of soda to wash it down. After I sit down and go, whoa, then I'm going to get up in about 4 hours and I'm going to play basketball for about 3 hours because I'm 14. Yeah, they're right. I probably wasn't even 145. It was probably about 135 then. But yeah, all the girls at Colville, you make me sick. It's like, what? I have lots of energy. You want to help me work it off? How was you going to help me work it off? Are you kidding? I have an erection for 2.5 hours, or 4 hours, and I'm not going to call a doctor because I'm not using hims or hers or whatever. It's natural. It's like that. So you like that? It's funny, but we're kids. That's how you are. You could sit there and write. You could go to your bathroom mirror and write your initials of you and the girl you have a crush on in the mirror. It's like, oh. I think I cut myself. It's okay. It'll heal. It's nuts. No, it's true. Yeah. I'm just, one of my Emily's favorite people is a man named Adam Sandler. Right? He makes lots of money and performs a lot of propaganda to keep people making lots of money and keep them distracted by stupid instead of, focusing on Emily's daddy. You said you may not. That doesn't matter. Natalie calls me daddy every time she was sick or was in trouble. Kate calls me dad, and we all know about that. And Crumb doesn't know, but doesn't matter. Okay, any asshole that lifts his leg in a bar can have sex with somebody who's abused by the Navy, the Pentagon, right? And it's not her fault. Here, you want some ice cream? We'll make you some drop biscuits, and we'll have some pigs in the blanket. Tom Cruise is such a bitch. Yeah, I know. So all the people in his propaganda movies, I know, what a fucking jerk. Yeah. We could always go on a diet and take row with Charles Barkley. Row, row, row. You don't need the drugs. No. All you need is a clean environment, no stress. Okay. And time to recover. And the best way to recover is to do maintenance on your house safely and intelligently. Garden. Get up and breathe fresh air and garden. You need sunlight. Pretty Mary sunlight, she's all right with me. Pretty Mary sunlight. Yeah, that's from a Scooby-Doo thing. It's Jerry Reed. But Jerry Reed, eastbound and down, loaded up in trucking. They're thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana. Who's gonna spend my welfare? So when you're hot, you're hot. No. You do know money's not real, and if you live the Lord's Prayer, you can't make other people feel inferior because they don't have money. You can't manipulate them because they think they need money. Oh, people that think they're powerful paint pictures on the Sistine Chapel and paint pictures on the walls of their pyramids and everything to bring people around and show them. It was a good year for Alabama football. And the only time God smiled on college football was in 1984. Really? What about El Paso's full of the devil and Satan? They're all Catholics. Everybody knows that Zion brought home the national championship in 1984. I was raised in the church behind the bank on Telshore. Okay. Never was a real big BYU fan, no. I rooted more for the Aggies and the Lobos than I did for BYU. Well, because they were always snotty and white supremacists when I was a kid. So, I was not going to root for BYU. I was going to root for New Mexico State and University of New Mexico. And then UTEP Miners, in that order. Yeah. Aggies, Lobos, Miners. Yeah. You like the Miners? Yes. I like Terry White. I like Anthony Burns. I like Rosh Arnamy. I like Tim Hardaway. I like Jeep Jackson. I like Chris Sandel. I like Chris Blocker, and I like Greg Foster. Yeah. I like son of a bitch. Let me see who else would play down there. Dave Feidel. I was good friends with his sister. Yes, Dave Feidel. Mark Ingalls went to school with him at Mesa Community College in Arizona. What other minors? The guy who's trying to block Ken Lockhart trying to block Steve Coulter's shot. Good luck at that. There's no such thing as luck. Well, if you're lucky enough to get the contract for the government by intimidating them with your drones, you. Okay, guys, I love you. All right, peace.